Maryanne's life has taken some amazing turns. In the spring of 2002, she tapped into one of the most emotional Melbourne Cup days and shared it through her art after visiting Media Puzzle.
They said to come down the next morning to the quarantine section, so I found it and went there, and it was fantastic to see this horse. And then I took photos myself, and then that was sort of the morning after the day before of he's just fantastic, you know, and to see that this great horse, and he was standing alongside of Vinnie Rowe, and he was smaller than Vinnie Rowe. I think Vinnie Rowe was 60 kilograms bigger than Media Puzzle, and just to see them like that, you'd think they were just another horse. So I felt very privileged to be able.
And you were there the day before to watch that amazing emotion unfold with Damien.
Yeah. Yes, it was just terrific. I experienced the whole thing first in my life. So, and then when I got a text in my mobile, and I didn't even know how to read it. So my friend read it, and it said, well, how much are your paintings? And I said, who's this? So we text back, please identify yourself. And on the one came back immediately, and it said, Weld Island. So I came home here and I rang Weld Island, and it was Mary. And anyhow, we talked, and we had a similar sort of upbringing, her being Irish and me being pretty Catholic. And she then commissioned me to do that one of Dermot kissing his brother. And then
Damien kissing to the skies.
Damien, sorry, yeah, kissing to the skies to his brother, yeah. And then she said to me, "What do you in Australia? What do you say when you won a race?" And I said, "Well, you good on you, mate." She said, "That's it. Do that one, and call it good on you, mate." So they've got the two of them hanging in Ireland. You know, when you get down here, and you know you've got to create depth underneath, and you've got to bring up the light too. So and when you see it coming together, you just sort of go into a different world. And you get pretty excited about it. Because I want to do it really quickly because I want to see what it looks like. But I don't, of course.
Most of Maryanne's equine talent are favourites for racing fans, but finding a standout from this gallery of champions isn't possible.
They're all favourites. They're all so special. Every one of them's so special, like my kids, you know. When I'm commissioned to do a great horse, it's great because it's great, and everyone is great because it's great. But the difference for me is their muscles, their colour, the energy they portray, what I feel from the person that's commissioned me, that they've given me so much in being able to be honoured to do this. And so I'm able to put it straight back. So they're all special in their different ways. Pillage and Plunder, yes, it was Gary Rack, I think that's his last name. He was just over the moon with the win, and I was watching him. And I just watched the race, and I just thought, oh, wouldn't I love to do that head on. Great name, Pillage and Plunder, great guys, great race, the old town Adelaide. So I handed him a business card, and when he got back to New Zealand, he phoned me. He said, "What have you got?" And I said, "Oh, I've just seen some black and white shots in the paper." And he said, "Well, do you reckon that, you know, we talked about it, and so I've just completed it." And then I rang and asked him if he'd mind that you saw it. He said, "Not at all." So, yeah, we were all, yeah.
Maryanne's painting has been the panacea for a life torn. Removed from art school as a young teenager, enduring the droughts and heartache of the bush, and then personal crises. It's been an emotional journey that is now reflected in her art.
It's my life. I love it. I love to do it. I live to do it. I love to do it. If I'm not doing it, it's my life's not fulfilled. It's just, I love to do it because I feel that everyone has given me so much. Then it's wonderful to be able to give back. And through my life I've given. I love, well, being a mother of so many, I suppose, you give a bit. And then you can't stop doing that. If I can do this, the children aren't with me any longer, so I give in this way. When I look back and see what's transpired in my life, the journey that I've had, and I didn't believe that when I changed my life and came here that I had too much hope. But it's the racing industry and the man, John, that gave me the opportunity to draw his hand on a serviette, and him seeing that. Yeah, and now to be here with you is terrific, because it just shows me that, you know, there's always hope, that one door closes and another one will open, and if you're able to hang in there and just live a day at a time as I did, that eventually you can get there. Yes, and for women of my age, a lot of women would have experienced what I've experienced and love my life, even though I've experienced difficulties. To be able to turn it around and fulfill something for myself, but not knowing that I was going to do that, and have the tremendous support from the people here in Noosa, has just been very fulfilling and very rewarding, and that's why I love to give back with my skill that I've been blessed with, I suppose. Yeah, maybe it was meant to happen that, you know, if I was well all my life, I would have never done this. So ill health can be good too, Brendan.
It's amazing. You capture inspirational moments, but I'm sure many who see this story on Sky will say you're an inspirational story.
I don't know about that. I just love to live and live to love, I suppose. And you can see it in my work.
Oh, Maryanne, what a great story of inspiration. Well, up next on the show, Sunline's former strapper catches up with her old mate at stud.